so gross here in Georgia. It's really hot and muggy, so we have to start when it's dark. So I'm taking this summer to try a new training method that involves heart rate. It's called Maffetone's Method. I'm sure some people have heard of it, some people haven't. And basically that means when I'm training, I need to keep my heart rate between what I calculated to be 139 and 149. And let's just say that's not easy. When I want to run, my heart rate wants to go all the way up to 160, 170 right away. Like, the best I can do is this tiny little shuffle, and that's when I started. I had to keep doing that the whole time. Now that little shuffle only gets me to like 135, so I actually do have to pick it up some. I don't get to go very long, hence why the dogs get their free time. Because when I hook them up in their harnesses for Canicross, I want them to go. I want them to know it moves fast. But right now, I do not get to go fast. So I started running only in like November of 2018. So I'm gonna be coming up on 2 years. So I am not a professional by any means, especially when it comes to Canicross, including the dogs. But what I've learned is that a lot of the like pro Canicross people will only run on foot Canicross with their dog maybe once a week. And what I had been doing was just recreational, so we were doing it every day. Well, not every day, 3 times a week, 4 times a week. And it just kept getting me hurt. Like, he wasn't pulling too terribly hard, which is what we're working on, and it has improved drastically since we started including the bike. But I kept hurting myself. I kept getting knee injuries and foot injuries. Every time I started running again, I'm like, what is going on here? So that's when I found Maffetone's Method. And since I started that, my knees haven't flared up, my feet haven't flared up. I still feel a little bit of my plantar fasciitis every now and then, but that's one that takes a while to get over. But the thing is, it has not gotten worse. So I'm kind of loving that, but the amount of walking here I have to do is crazy. So when it starts to cool off, I'm gonna test my speed again, see what happens, and then start including, maybe switch over to like an 80-20 approach. And only take the dogs out in harness for pulling on the bike unless it's a race. Or I'll probably add a bit of training for myself too. But for the most part, they're gonna get either free running, or they also will heel very nicely in their collars. Won't pull at all. See how it goes? Heart rate's dropped down again, which means I gotta get working again. Not a lot, it really doesn't take much. Alrighty, and that's my easy. That's what I think is easy. And yet it spikes my heart rate really fast. And I mean, it doesn't help that it's 75 degrees with a 95% humidity right now, which is why we're running the dogs near the water, because it's crazy. Maffetone's method just isn't about heart rate. It's about overall stress levels, making sure you get enough sleep, and even, you know, what you eat. However, there's one thing that they say to avoid, and that is caffeine. I can't do that. This is my reward almost after every workout. And hopefully it doesn't mess with my progress very much. Considering I drink so much anyway, my body doesn't process it the same, so I'm probably okay. But considering with Maffetone you do a test once a month to see where you're at, I should catch it if this does make a difference. So far it hasn't, which is good.